decided not to understand that we can help ourselves until we get into dangerous challenges, the kind of challenges that we're seeing right now. Today, 49% of our population is our young men and women. Young men and women that some that have graduated have no job. So after 10 years of frustration, you tell them they're not employable. What do you want them to do? We have a country that seemingly had democracy, had issues, we had years of military interregnum. After that, we say we are back on track with democracy. How democratic are we? Yes, I know that it takes time for a country to become strong in democracy. I think we keep discussing more of the things that separate us. Today, when you go up north, you will say that the north has had leadership over time. What would you have to say? Has the north been developed more? Are you thinking that the northern youths are happy with the leaders? So you turn around and talk about the south. I think that right now, I believe that if we have to get it right, it is now. Because all over Nigeria, there's anarchy. 2 days ago, they went to my senatorial zone and picked up three traditional rulers, put on the walls that they are fighting, that they are enemies, that they've said that no elected person should come back home for the Yuletide. So the thing is, maybe what we need is this kind of measures that will make us begin to think out of the box. We are talking about constitutional reviews. There are ways, there are mechanisms to review constitutions. And we have, every ethnic group here has one house of assembly or the other, located in this place. What have we done? What has the southern part or northern part done with the monies that they have received over how many years? So please, let's discuss more of the things that would develop us. We should begin to think of those that we allow as leaders in every respect of it. In this room, we have presidents, we have ministers, we have ministers of God, we have His Eminence. And I can tell you that we haven't done what we ought to do in our respective fields. If you talk about Christians, go to the churches. You see the politics of the churches and you think, and tell me if there will be development, positive development that will come out of it.
Except of the traditional worshippers.
Listen, my brother, we need to tell ourselves the truth. There's nothing, if we tell ourselves the truth, the people in this room, this is Nigeria for crying out loud. The truth is, we have failed ourselves and we have failed our youth. And it scares me because what is happening now, anybody in Nigeria, anybody, I don't care who you are at risk. A country where we don't even have, you can't say, it doesn't matter where, you cannot say that we have an emergency room that is what is onion. We have elder statesmen. You can't guarantee that they can have simple, reasonable treatments. What have we done to ourselves? Not too long ago, we talked about the petroleum industrial bill. And you will be in the National Assembly, you will find out that people are thinking about, where are you from? What are you voting? Is it 5% or 3% for the frontiers? What is going to happen to the... The truth of the matter is, if you have something, a natural product in any area, whether that product is in the north or in the south, and you have no understanding with the locals, everybody will understand how to protect that. If we have degradations that will come out of spillages, there should be ways, already written down ways, that's what the PIB could be. But the truth is that whether we are talking about democracy or anything, we are not also sincere about it. But I'll tell you something, that these times are perilous times. There's problem in the land. Even in the National Assembly, sometimes I'm sitting in there, I'm wondering, what is going to happen? Are they coming in here to shoot everybody? I'm wondering, I'm not talking about even kidnapping. I'm talking about they could come and open fire and kill everybody. So this is where we are. We need to understand that this 49% of the country, which is the people that are energetic, they are bleeding. It's a problem. The free fall of Naira, let me ask you, is there any nation in this world? This country is God's country. That's why it's like driving a vehicle for 5 years without changing the oil. And every day we say, Lord, please protect this vehicle. Why do we do this to ourselves? This is not fair. Yes, I'm in the National Assembly, yes. But why would we have someone in the National Assembly year in, year out? And you know that that person hasn't done what he ought to do. You still, it doesn't matter what it is. No single person can force himself on the people. So the churches have a role. The mosques have a role. We must go back to the nitty-gritty. It is not only those that are in government, elected or whatever. They are not the only ones that make a country to move forward. This country belongs to all of us. There's no way the elder statesmen would do what they ought to do. They have ways. They've been experienced. They've been military presidents. They've been democratic presidents. They know how to get the attention of those in power. It's human beings that are in power. The country is bleeding. And I really want us to be honest about it. Nigerians have left these shores and they have done very well. In fact, the face of the black man all over the world is Nigerians. Whether you are in America or anywhere, our young children have gone there to excel, shown that the black race is even better than any race. So why is it that when we step into this country, it becomes like there's something in this land? We need to truly, I'm excited that I saw the quality of people I saw in this room. And I can tell you, when you've seen that a challenge cannot be handled by a sector, all sectors, all hands will have to be on deck. In my senatorial district, I realize right now that there are so many young men, boys and young girls in Nigeria, I don't even know where they got their tech wizardry, whether they've gone to school or not. But Indians are going from the back door. They get all the jobs from Europe and America. They now come back to Lagos to look for young men and women who will do the tech jobs. So what have I done? I've gone back there and I'm trying to make sure that most of these tech jobs can be brought down here. It's doable. There are so many things we can do. You don't have to really be in government to begin to think of the right way to do these things. Nigeria is bleeding. A country where you can't feed ourselves. A country where there are no industries. Why wouldn't there be free fall of Naira? A country where you can't even budget and plan with it. You budget and the money is based on, the currency is based on another currency. Meanwhile, your own currency free falls every minute. How can you budget? So we must holistically think about it. Right now, we're around the corner, there's 2023 in the corner. What would the mosque, what would be the church, what would the elder statesman, what would the young people do? This country, nobody is too, not everybody can be killed by anybody. So in the election period, whether you like it or not, instead of even the NSAS thing, let's vote and protect our votes. Because leadership in all strata is the answer.